just talk a little bit about the package itself. In here, this is a 3-pound package. You can't see it, but behind here is a can of sugar water that they're able to feed on. It gives them a food source while they're in here. And also at the other end of this strap right here is my queen cage. She's kept in her own cage inside this package because the queen came from a hive over here. These bees came from a hive over here. So they have not yet acclimated to each other. So it's important that she be kept in her own cage, and it's also important that when we install this package that we do it in such a way that allows these bees to acclimate to the new queen. And we'll talk about that once I get the queen cage out. I'll show you a little bit of how we're going to do that. Okay? So I want to make sure we've got everything ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my division board feeder here. I'm just going to put a little bit of this sugar water in here. This is just actually it's just corn syrup right out of our tank. You can thin it out if you want a little bit. So 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. Now my little block of wood here is just to cover up that the opening to that feeder so that when I dump my bees in, I don't inadvertently dump them right into the syrup. So it just covers that up. And of course I want to cover up the residual too so I don't have a bunch of bees coming in to drink that syrup while I'm doing this. Okay, so now I've got my feeder full. Notice I've taken about 4 frames out of the center. This is an 8-frame box. That's going to create a space where I'm going to dump those bees. But I've got them right back here ready to go. We'll talk a little bit about the package. Inside this package is the can, which you can see. Now, a lot of people just take this piece of wood and sort of think it's scrap because my package is still sealed and toss it off to the side. But once I take this can out, the package will be open. And at that point, bees can start coming out. So it's handy, it's nice to have this available so that if I need to, I can just simply cover it back up. You know, if that anxiety level starts getting a little high,